New tonight, neighbors in Northwest Houston are concerned a new residential development being built may cause their homes to flood once again.
The city has halted construction on the project for now, but people who live near it say some of the damage has already been done. They say the 4th of July flooding is proof. Matt Doherty is live from Timber Grove getting answers. Matt?
Yeah, the development springing up down this gravel road is supposed to contain dozens of new homes, but the neighbors who live right next door say they would come at the expense of their own. The final touches on repairs continue this muggy afternoon while neighbors are just now starting to move back home from Harvey.
So our across the street neighbors have been here for 5 days, and then everyone on the street within the last 2 weeks.
Neighbors say 90% of the homes here in Section 5 of Timber Grove flooded, which is why they say they're so concerned about what's been developing in their backyard. The new residential development for 77 new homes called Stanley Park.
That water is going to directly come into our neighborhood, and things that normally didn't affect us rainwater-wise, it's going to absolutely affect us.
Courtney Hayes' family moved back into their Timber Grove home last month. It was severely damaged by Harvey, taking in more than 4 feet of water. That new development has them afraid tonight. This video was taken on the Stanley Park construction site on Wednesday by neighbors during the flash flood. Water rushes through the project. Luckily, neighbors say their homes weren't flooded this time, but it was close.
Our street was completely filled with rushing water, and you could see all the fill dirt from the surrounding construction sites, and it's not right. It's not normal, and it's never looked like that before.
The city has red flagged Stanley Park, halting construction of the project. The city says it stopped construction because a culvert had been installed without a permit, and the project was blocking 2 sections of the stream. To continue progress, the developer would have to provide necessary mitigation or prove its current mitigation is adequate. We reached out to the developer, but they told us they didn't have anything to say. Neighbors say the damage has already been done. The downed trees and underbrush that have been cleared has now exacerbated the flood risk, they claim. During Wednesday's storm, residents say the neighborhood flowed with red clay water from the construction site, pouring into their streets and tinting the color of their swimming pools. They say much of it coming from the site.
In a perfect world, the builders would realize that there's no way of doing this without affecting this area. It's in a 100-year flood zone.
Now, neighbors say should their homes flood again, they'll sue not only the developer of this project, but also anyone who buys a home here should this project move forward. We're live from Northwest Houston, standing for Houston. Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.